Hi, my name is Atré and I'm an artist from Jakarta, Indonesia. And in this video, I'm going to talk about some of my artworks from the Conviction. Conviction is my solo exhibition that happened in 2022, and we're gonna look for some works inside this book. So the first painting we're going to talk about is this one titled A Soul on a Quest. Most of the time I forgot the title of my own paintings. That is really shameful. So this one, I think I heard somewhere that if you want to create like eye-catching painting, you should create something that is red. And for this collection, I really want to make some paintings that is red, and this is one of them. A Soul on a Quest is a story about looking for your own true identity, and then I think red is the most suitable color for this painting because I think to search for who you are, you need to be bold and seen. Yeah, so everything is add-on, so that's about it. So the second painting is Dreams and Misfortune. I remember sketching this one after having a very weird and scary nightmare. I always have a nightmare whenever I feel down. So I sketched this right after I woke up, and then I sent it to my curator and she said, oh, this is very deep and this is like totally like a story. And I said like, but this is like a little too depressing. And she said, go for it. So yeah, it's very interesting to see it now. My life is like getting better now, but I remember when I create this, it was a hollow painting. The three creatures here representing the three fates that I read in a Three Shadow comic, and it was horrible. It's a horrible experience to read that comic, and this one is too depressing. I tried to cover the depressed feelings by putting a very bright yellow color, but I think people still see through it because I think the collector liked this one because it reminds them how scary it is to feel scared. Okay, that was hell of a ride. Third painting is The Dissolution of the Self. For this collection, my curator helped me with the title, and most of it I forgot. This is about the things that I told everybody, that my painting is about my heart exploded, and I also said that to my curator, and she said, why don't you create something that represents the story? You never actually create a painting that tells that it's coming out from your chest, and that's it. And that's the initial idea. I remember when I created this, I kind of unsure because it feels like I'm too bare naked to the public eyes doing this type of painting. There are times that I don't want to put this painting in the collection because I was like, no, this is too vulnerable. I'm making a vulnerable painting, but never this vulnerable. So I think it's collected by someone who worked also in the art industry. I think she is like a producer, like a movie producer or director. And when she told me about this painting, she said like often she have feelings that she wants to burst everything out of her chest. And I was like, right, there are people who relate to the stories. So I think it's good that my painting really received well to someone who have like the same experience internally with me. So yeah. Fourth painting. This one is The Search for Temperance. All right. This is also another depressing work. I created this during the rise of the NFT, and I was lost because like many people are doing NFTs. I'm in a studio creating artworks and not really joining the hype, not really know what's going on, but I kind of stick with the plan because this is like a 1.5 years project. So I just see people are talking about it. At the time, they said that NFT is gonna be the future. As a human being, I'm kind of scared. Like, am I living behind from the future? And so it creates the character that having the panopticon head, and it's just kind of like being worried, looking around here and there. And yeah, I think that was the initial idea. And then when I sketched this, me and my curator and the gallery is not really sure should we put this into the collection because it has a different storytelling style than what my painting are usually work. By the end of the day, because we like this painting and this is like very honest, like very genuine work, so we put it, and I'm glad that we did. Next painting is so this is the Pride from my Seven Deadly Sins collection. My father is a proud man, and he most of the time gets stuck into his head because he is like having a very big ego, and whatever he had, I think he never like satisfied because a lot of things here and there that he thinks is not really up to his standard. And this painting is kind of for him, you know, and because he won many times. He a very smart person. He is amazingly talented at everything that he does, but he always like searching for whatever things that keeps him believe that he is not as good as he actually is. So yeah, so this painting is to it's an ode to my dad, and I hope he could lower his standard a bit, because being too proud is not really good. Next painting. Okay, this one I remember because I gave the title for this one. This is referenced by the Jewel song, Kiss the Flame, and it's titled Nature Has a Funny Way of Breaking What Does Not Bend. And what I really like about this painting is I created something that is real in my view. Like the world is going as the world should be going, and we as a creature living in the world, we should, you know, like bend towards each other so we not break. I really wanted to create something that is like really packed, like a traditional market. You know, it's just like everything there, all the colors, and everybody in the traditional market are always know how to go, where to go, know what to do, what not to do. And yeah, so people are in the traditional market bend so they won't break, and that's how we should do in our life as well. Right, I think that was the last painting, and that's it. Thank you for watching.